Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 4. We are still in Fort Monastery, our starting outpost in this game. We've only just started to, look around, talk to people, and we have a few people left to talk to in this place before we, well, I guess we won't even head out into the wilderness yet, because our first official mission has us snoop out some goblin infiltrators, probably in the lower storage rooms. So let's, well, for now, talk to Oliver, I guess. And then there's this priest here. Also, traffic noise is starting to pick up just as I start recording. That's cool. Oh well. Strangely, you don't recognize this man. In this remote fort, you're used to seeing just about everyone. But this man is a stranger. Well, we have heard that travelers, merchants do pass through here, so he's clearly from the surface. Oh, is he? Well, I guess, yeah, judging by the portrait, he's certainly not very pale at all. His tan skin and heavy build make it obvious that he isn't an Avernite. He looks like a traveling merchant. His boots and clothes are worn, and he has a large leather pack slung over his shoulder. He grabs your hand and pumps it up and down. That kind of person, huh? Hello, adventurer. I'm Oliver, traveler and trader, bringer of useful and exotic items to every corner of this world we call home. Can I interest you in something? Trinkets? Tools? A wand which will blast a goblin's head off its shoulders? I mean, sure, I guess I'll take a look. Cautiously. Scissors. Oh, slightly expensive. Okay, good to know. There is still this indicator. I hadn't paid attention to that before. Fiery wand, okay. Well, I guess he wasn't lying about that. Crystal blessed bauble, what's that? Armor plus 2%, okay. Obviously, not particularly useful. Silver necklace, presumably nothing. Yep. Scissors, healing elixir. I mean, I guess this is a stronger healing potion? Or is that... I'm not entirely sure if this is exactly what we're using or not. If so, if this is the normal healing potion, then it's quite expensive. Honestly. Gold ring obviously also useless. Fiery wand, yeah. Bolt of fire. So, I mean, obviously, nothing here is particularly useful to us. Where did you come from? Everywhere. I've been to all 4 continents on the surface. All 4, huh? And now I'm going to travel all over Avernum. I love seeing the world and selling to it. Especially the latter part, huh? Well, I mean, okay, let's... He might be legitimately interested in just, being on the road and seeing all the different corners. I can definitely understand that to an extent. How'd you get to Avernum, of all places? Same as everyone else. I went to the Empire, paid the fee, and said, send me. The Empire loves to send people to Avernum. That's how they get the gems and crystals and rare fungi sent back up. Okay, so I guess transportation between the surface and Avernum is still only via teleporters then? Why did you want to come to Avernum? Yeah. Because I had never been. If you're not forced to spend your whole life here, it's a decent place. Really very lovely. As are the women. The women? Oh yes, slender, strong, lovely alabaster skin. Really something. I shall have to get out and meet more people. Yes, indeed. Okay, more female people, I suppose. I mean, fair enough, why not? Where'd you come from? We just asked him, right? Yeah. Where are you traveling next? Well, I want to go to Formello, but I have heard that the route there is very dangerous. Savage Nephilim. They've been mostly wiped out on the surface, but they're all over down here. He seems completely oblivious to the fact that there is a Nephil in front of him. Yeah? I mean, how could he be? I mean, he might have been down here for a while, but Slezerica and Nephilim must still be pretty exotic to him. Huh. Well, who knows? I can't really leave until I know that the route to Fort Draco is clear. If you get close to Fort Draco, could you come back and let me know how things look out there? Would be really valuable to me. Sure, there are many Nephilim down here. What? Okay, I mean, let's just pretend that we say, sure, we'll do that. There are many Nephilim down here, as he just told us as well. I know, Nephil and Sliths and all sorts of magical beasts. The Empire wiped them all off of the surface years ago. Down here is the only place to see such creatures. Well, I mean, honestly, during the 3rd game, there was plenty of magical and weird stuff going on the surface. Not all of that could have been only because of what the Vanata were doing, but sure. Okay. The quest has been added, though. That's good to know. Interesting encounter. Hello, Stroud, that's right. There's a... Oh, priestess. Okay. There's a beautiful woman with short, dark hair in this shrine. When you entered, she was sitting cross-legged and meditating. Then she hears you, stands and turns. Greetings, adventurer, she says with a smile. I'm Stroud, healing mistress of Fort Monastery. I hope that you do not need my help, but if you do, I'm here. What do you do in this fort? I am the healer. Every fort has one. When fighting monsters and beasts that summon cold and fire, mere bandages and tonics do not suffice. Do they not? Someone who can channel holy forces is required to maintain the soldiers. Well, we thankfully have such a person with us. What have you been fighting lately? Goblins, mainly. Vicious creatures, with knives and rough blades. With knives with rough blades. And sometimes the blades are poisoned. If a soldier gets outnumbered and overwhelmed, well, it can be very ugly. Are you part of the Avernite army? No, I'm a warrior. I'm a healer. If a wounded goblin came to this fort, I'm not a warrior. I'm a healer. If a wounded goblin came to this fort and asked for help, I would help. It is my way. It may seem foolish to you. It certainly seems so to Captain Matos. But my willingness to help all who need aid is part of the source of my power. Well, I mean, I'm not judging you. In the slightest. I have another question. Can you provide me with healing? I mean, we don't need any right now, but... She looks you over. She seems relieved at what she sees. None of you is grievously wounded enough to require my skills. And a good thing, too. I'm sorry, but I need to save my energy for those truly in need. It is limited, after all. Yes, we will be automatically healed. In part thanks to her and her colleagues. Can you teach me any priestly rituals? Yes, I can. For a donation. I do know some prayers that might be useful in your battles for Avernum. I mean, let me take a look then. Oh, okay. We could improve our healing spell right away. A war blessing, but not protection, because that's more expensive. Okay. Huh. I mean, I can only pick one right now. Maybe I should... I don't know. I guess I don't really need any of these yet, but it's good to know that they're here. We'll see how rich I am after my first real expedition, and maybe I'll just be able to upgrade everything. But, yeah, good to know that she's here. What's this altar? This is a small, simple shrine set with incense and a few candles. Some altars are enchanted to give blessings to those who kneel at them. This altar is just a place for soldiers to come for calm and contemplation. Okay, fair enough. Right, this is to the outside. Training a character. I mean, that's nice and all, but before you go out on your first adventure, you should know about experience. When you defeat enemies and complete quests, you gain experience. When you get enough experience, you gain a level. Gaining a level increases your health and spell energy. Okay. It also gives you skill points. I am very interested in seeing how many exactly, because that's going to be a very, very deciding factor in how much we can develop our characters with each level up. Because increasing the attributes, for example, is pretty expensive. And I'm suspecting that the game might not be quite as generous as the remakes of the first 3 games were, where you got two, right? Oh, no, actually only 1 stat level up per level, in addition to the random increase, and then 2 skill ups. That might not work out that way each time, but we'll see. Alright, also gives you skill points. Skill points are like money you spend to increase your skills. This is called training. Right, okay, I mean, this is extremely basic stuff. To, you know, serve those people who have literally never played a video game before. Hello, giant lizard. This is a giant lizard. Sure is. Giant lizards are a primary beast of burden and source of meat in Avernum. They are stupid, mean, and dangerous creatures, but they are what you have. This lizard was bred to pull wagons. You note that its claws and teeth have been dulled, no doubt to make it a tiny bit less dangerous. Okay, we might actually have seen most of what the fort has to offer on the surface. Most, but not quite all yet. Actually, we've not been in there. Hello. Another one. Okay. Might there be anything interesting to pick up? Well, there is dried meat. Oh, also, I never did equip this, did I? Yes. I should give this over to the next best person. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to have a shield, to have a sword and shield as a backup. I'll sell that one, and I guess I'll take this extra food. Just in case we need it for something. Oh, guess I must not have tried opening this before. Broken pot. Well, that sounds useful. Oh, that's another way down. Huh? Oh, this is a hole? I thought this was just somehow not in anyone's line of sight, but that's not how this engine works. Oh. Don't manage to turn the wheel. You aren't strong enough. Oh, really? Is that a thing? I mean, yeah, 5 is the highest strength in our party right now, so I guess might be how that works. Maybe you do need certain attributes to be able to operate things, but it does look like the other side actually just connects to that other staircase that we had already briefly entered. This tunnel this tunnel is dark and remote, but it isn't unused. There are several sets of grimy goblin footprints on the floor. Ah, this must be the route the creatures have been using to sneak in and out. Good to know. Well, I mean, I'll return quite soon, presumably. Huh. I mean, how did they get in here in the first place? Also, I wonder how visible hidden buttons are going to be in this engine. I mean, I guess they must be visible, right? So, I'm probably going to know it when I see it. This is Lark's office. Ah, right, yes. We have learned... How did we learn? Oh, from the job board. We learned that there is a mage called Lark. And we hadn't seen him yet. Or her, I guess. Lark is the sole mage in residence at Fort Monastery. She is, unlike many wizards, friendly and helpful. You can speak with her to learn new spells and buy potions. Most new spells, both mage and priest, are learned by speaking with people in towns. Thank you. I had figured that much out. Oop. Can I... Okay. There we go. There's a book. Quick spell buttons. Okay. This book describes a useful, advanced magical technique. The quick spell button. Nice one. Yes, okay. Thanks. Very advanced magical technique. Hello, Lark. Ooh, with your own portrait and all. Like most forts in Avernum, Fort Monastery has a mage in residence. Her name is Lark, though you haven't yet had the chance to speak with her. You can tell at a glance that she is from the surface. Her skin tone marks her instantly. She smiles and walks over to greet you. Welcome to the hedge wizard's humble place. This hedge wizard's humble place of work. I'm Lark. How can I help you? Well, what services do you offer? For you, I can offer training. There are a few magical spells I can teach you, and there are also a few minor potions and scrolls I have created. Sadly, I will need to charge for my services. It is how I keep myself fed, stationed out here as I am. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, you cannot use the number keys to select characters in this menu. Good to know. It might actually be worth improving Bolt of Fire, because I am going to be using that a lot. Daze maybe as well? The higher the skill, the higher the level of foe you can affect. I mean, we're going to be meeting mostly very low level enemies early on, so let's go with just a bit more damage on our standard attack spell. It seems like a useful thing to have. Shopping, healing potion. Okay, so these are different. The icons might actually be the same, or maybe they're just very similar. The healing elixir might just be slightly darker. I hope they're not exactly the same. That would be unfortunate. But, yeah, well. It is a lot cheaper, but I'm not going to buy any, of course. I mean, of course. Well, I don't need anything else, thank you. Are you from the surface? She grins. Yes, I am. I gave up on the light and the sun to come down here, packing what few valuables I had with me. The Empire made it necessary, I'm afraid. Oh. What did the Empire do? It's not what they did, but what they have always done. They have always restricted magic, only allowing it to be practiced with direct permission and careful supervision. I'm not fond of the Empire, and I'm not fond of people telling me what to do, so I came here. Or, here I came. Well, makes sense. What did you bring down here? My alchemy equipment, my books and clothes, and some old scrolls. Scrolls? Before I came down doing some research in my school's library, I stumbled... Before I came down, doing some research in my school's library, I stumbled on some scrolls, dusty, in a back room, forgotten. Couldn't understand a word on them, but they seemed interesting. Was just a hunch. So I brought them down here with me to translate them. I didn't think anyone would mind. It just seems like a pleasant errand to pass the dull hours. But I can't make any sense of them at all. Can I see them? I mean, there's not a chance in hell that we'll be able to make anything of them, but, you know. Sure, you might see something in them that I can't. They are in my chambers, at the northwest corner of the fort. Tell me what you think of them. Northwest corner, okay. I must have been there. Or maybe not. You said that you are a hedge wizard. Yes, that is what we call ourselves. We are wizards who don't belong to a school or hide in a tower. We go out and live in villages and forts, doing our best to help people out in the day-to-day. Minor charms, helping with defense, alchemy, that sort of thing. What sort of alchemy do you do? Minor healing potions, balms and salves for the tired muscles. I'm working hard on learning to do more. The alchemists in Fort Draco and Fort Mello are much better. If you find any alchemical herbs and take them to the right person, you can get some valuable potions out of it. Okay, thank you. She really is nice and helpful. Although, I wouldn't go so far as to say that most mages are not. I guess they do tend to be secretive. Oh, is this it actually? Yeah. She unlocked that for us. Nice. The box contains about a dozen scrolls. It's not really a box, it looks more like some kind of urn, but okay. They are very old and brittle and covered in writing in some strange archaic language. I'll carefully read them, trying not to destroy them. You carefully pick them up and read the writing. You don't understand a word of it. The language is clearly very old. The writing does, however, have a runic appearance, and the scrolls are slightly warm to the touch. Whatever secrets are contained within, they are magical. Okay, so I'm going to assume that we're just not good enough at arcane lore yet. However, we do have some. These are leather gloves, yes. I mean, I guess I should feel bad for just taking these, but they are free for me to take, so... Well, I should probably also start taking notes, huh? Oh, wait. Why did I... That's not very smart. Scribbled something into the... right in the middle of this otherwise perfectly empty piece of paper. I guess this should do nicely. Sorry about that. So, what monastery? Arcane scrolls or something. Runic scrolls. In case that's something specific. Maybe someone is going to be interested in them, or maybe it's just a matter of having enough arcane lore. I'm suspecting the letter, but you never know. I also feel like there might have been something else already that I maybe should have noted down, but didn't really bother at the time. I mean, it couldn't have been anything too major. I guess there is this... there's this chest here that I'll need more tool use to open. Or to disarm. I'm not gonna bother. Why don't we go ahead and... There was a hatch here that we hadn't even used yet. That's right, okay. So maybe we can find something useful down here, like bags of meal. Don't mind if I do. They're worth quite a bit. More mushrooms. Okay. Still have some capacity, but these actually do weigh something. Okay, clay jugs. I mean, these things are worth something, but I guess not really enough to really take along. Let's see here. A piece of chest armor provides solid protection from enemy blows, but may slow you down. Armor and stun resistance. I mean, would the game tell me if I was too heavily armored to cast mage spells? Quick save. It looks like I can still... Oops. Cast spells. Just want to make absolutely sure. Okay, we can definitely cast mage spells. So, well, I guess I could have, you know, waited until I actually had some actually heavy armor. Some definitely heavy armor. To see if that encumbers the mage, or if the game displays it somewhere and prevents arcane spellcasting. Another shield. I mean, sure. That should be fine, right? It's pants, finally. A single pair of pants between the four of us. It's a start. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Well, I don't know. Oh. You're able to tell that it has a trap, but your tool use skill isn't high enough to disarm it. I mean... Oh. That just outright killed all of us. Cool. Alright, well, I guess that's something to note down. B1... Trap chest. There are probably going to be a lot more of those, so maybe I should just start writing TC or something, some kind of shorthand for that kind of thing. Right. I also would be kind of surprised if there wasn't going to be... Yeah, okay, that's what I expected. If there wasn't going to be a secret button somewhere. Some of these walls are actually quite dark, so that could definitely... They could definitely hide a button there. Very, very well. Oops. Oh? Oh, hello, Sir Goblin. Not really, sir, but you know. Why don't we one-shot that guy? Works for me. Alright. Oh, okay, so there is targeting spells like this. And I'm so glad that it does not actually... that there is no friendly fire. I guess that's one step back from the previous game that I'm perfectly okay with. That is definitely going to work in my favor. Alright. What do we get? Floor crystal. Cool. Nothing to click on here, okay. So that we're just hiding out in here, resting, waiting for the next attack or something. Okay, fair enough. Alright. That's not even where we entered. And this is where we saw some fresh tracks. Oh, indeed, there are some goblins right away. There we go. Wow, 49 damage, not bad. 20 damage. Kind of bad by comparison, but you know. I mean, I guess I could go for another one of these because there are probably not going to be that many more enemies. That does take a lot of spell energy, though. That's for sure. How much do we restore? 6, 7. Only a single point. Not great. Ale. Yeah. I guess I'll take that. Is there shift clicking? Well. Control click. No. Control click? Oh, okay. Control left click actually opens the description. Alt click. No? Well, alright. Clicking and pressing the number key it is then. I'm a little bit paranoid about actually missing a key now. Not a key, a button. Just a little bit. Huh? Whoa. Hello there. You're a what now? A huge bat. Just a huge bat. That you are. And I just... huge bat misses with a 69% hit chance, I guess. Huge bat takes 21 points of damage, is stunned. High speed gives a second swing. I'll say, okay, so that was already the effect of the quick action. Wow, cool. All right. Oh, healing herbs. These shouldn't weigh so much, right? Maybe I'll have my priest hold on to all the herbs. Oh, we're still in combat. Right. Okay. So far so good. Ouch! Holy moly. That is a little bit scary. Thankfully, healing is very cheap. Man. That was just a bat. Oh, wow. I mean, I guess we could try advancing in combat mode to be slightly on the safer side. Why don't you go ahead and go with some protection spell? Also, how does this work? Okay, that is a single target. Well, let's not do that. But I guess... What? Not enough action points. Oh. Oh, really? That is interesting. So... Huh. That's new. And I didn't see that coming. So you need to have a certain amount of AP left over in a turn to be able to cast a spell. Well, okay. Also, I never checked, but yeah, there really doesn't seem to be... There don't seem to be battle disciplines. But maybe you need to unlock them by spending more points in your weapon categories? I don't know. Feels a little bit weird that they should be completely absent from these older games, but maybe that's what it is. Goblins are not a bright species as a whole, but they are capable of brief and irritating moments of cleverness. For example, they have set a trap in this corridor. It's probably not a complicated piece of work, but you'll have to disarm it if you want to pass. Try to disarm a trap, click on it. Okay. Oh. The character with the highest tool use skill will go to work on it, so you don't have to specifically select that character, I guess. If the skill is high enough, the trap will be disarmed. If not, click on the trap a second time to set it off and take your chances. Yeah, we've seen how that works. How well that worked twice already. Well, I'll still, you know, try to do it with the right character, and we were able to do it. That's what I was hoping. And again, I did not pay attention to our experience levels. I wanted to see if that kind of thing grants experience. It doesn't say it in the text log, but I have a feeling that maybe it still might do that. Okay, you know what? Bats be damned, I'll just advance normally. You have found the concealed entrance to a goblin burrow. Okay. Goblins aren't nice and they aren't smart, but they are hard workers. It looks like they burrowed this lair out of solid rock with crude stone tools and their own claws. They haven't posted any guards down here, but you are sure there are plenty of defenders not far in. You can hear them giggling, shrieking, and punching each other in the face for fun. If you aren't careful when you enter, you may find yourself quickly swarmed. Okay, fair enough. Also, does it tell me how long the buffs last? No, it does not. Huh? Oh, a giant rat. Okay. Not enough action points to attack. Oh, wow. I hadn't paid attention to this before, but obviously it's not just spells. Oh, God. Well... Okay, line of sight still doesn't seem required for healing spells. That's another good message. Another piece of good news, I guess. Good message. Oh man, I am too tired to be doing this, but hey, here I am. What? Again, not enough action points. This is so bad. Not being able to walk a couple of steps up to an enemy to attack them is kind of bad, and we are going to suffer some damage here. Or actually, these goblins do not hit nearly as hard as the rats or bats, which is kind of wild, but okay. They might be dazed? Yes. We dazed 3 enemies, but there does not seem to be any kind of indication as to which of them are dazed. Well, I mean, the good news is that our warrior deals a ton of damage. That's nice. Oh, he has some kind of status effect. That might be the dazed. Maybe the others were not dazed. Huh. Why don't you go ahead and save some spell points. There we go. Alright, okay. So far so good. How much experience? Okay. We're actually gaining a decent amount. Yeah, he is leveling up the slowest because of the 20% penalty. That makes sense. A stick. Worth nothing, unsurprisingly. Oh. 98. Encumbered at 90. That means... what now? Well, we can still move around, but... I'm guessing that he's gonna have less action points. Maybe I should actually redistribute some things. Man, this is gonna be a real problem. Not being able to carry everything I want. Also, you have actually... wait. Hold on just a second. Oh, I can still scroll all the way up, far above the current map. Interesting. So there is map transition, just like on the overworld in the remakes. Huh. Okay. Although I guess just from looking at it, the area of each map seems to be maybe smaller than the maps were in the, or are going to be in the remakes. A cave wolf. Cave wolf. Can't quick save during combat. That actually makes sense. Okay, why don't you stand here and we'll see what we can do at a distance. 13. That's one. Oh, yeah, actually, it totally makes sense to let enemies come to you now, because they will run out of action points on the way. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, it does not give us our own hit chance anywhere. No, not at all. Okay, well, that's gonna be rough. So we'll just have to guess based on how well we actually do fighting enemies. Wolf is... what? Wolf is stunned. Interesting. Huh. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to pick up more mushrooms at this point. I mean, I really don't know if we do need to have food for certain things. I don't know. I'm going to not pick up more food for now. A whip. Huh. Okay. Not actually useful. Actually, these ropes being worth only 10, they will probably sell for like... I don't know. Probably not... definitely not more than 5, right? Honestly, we're probably not even going to get 50% of an item's value. Well, maybe I'll keep them around until I actually run out of room. Oh, nothing here, huh? No, nope, just a clay pot. And it's gonna be really easy to just overlook an inconspicuous little item that's actually valuable somehow. Goblin warrior. Oh boy. Okay. We might be okay. Can't see him. Should I use a firebolt, or do I trust that we can kill him with our fighters alone? I think I'm gonna save spell points. Oh, we missed. Oh wow, that's almost a kill. That's 11 damage. Alright. There we go. Good job. Okay. We did heal a little bit. 16 health is not a lot though. I should probably heal. It's not like we're going to level up anytime soon. Well, I mean soon, yes, but I might actually have to return to the fort. Another warrior. Okay. You heal him. You hit? Okay, there we go. If we can hit them, perfect. Looks like our damage is not a problem. Wait. Oh. Didn't mean to do this. Yes. There we go. You're just at your limit now. Man, that's gonna be... It's gonna take some getting used to, actually micromanaging everyone's weight. Oh, Chief Trickster. Interesting name there. Also, a little bit unfortunate, but we did just save, so that's good. You come face to face with an unusual goblin. His torn, filthy clothes are covered with a wide variety of charms and trinkets, and his eyes show the faint glint of cunning. By goblin standards, this makes him a genius. As he sizes you up, he waves his blade in the air a few times. Ha! You human, come at last. I, Chief Trickster. And I tell you, you go. No reason to fight us. You humans lost war already. Right. We have lost the war? What do you mean? You will kill me now. You big humans make end for Chief Trickster, and then goblins make many more babies, and we come back, and we live in little holes, and you never find us all, and you never beat us all. So why you not just give up now? Goblins never afraid to die. No hope for you. You have to admit, it's a surprisingly coherent argument for a goblin. Yeah, I see your point, but if you keep attacking and robbing us, we will need to kill you. Right. If I leave, you will stop raiding Fort Monastery? No. Why would he? He definitely did not say that. Although I'm interested in hearing his actual answer. I also wonder if he's smart enough to see reason when I pick the first answer. Let's say that. I see your point. Oh, Chief Trickster says, He pauses and thinks. Robbing and fighting is what we do. What we good at. I guess you kill me now then, and then there may be more of us forever. Well, resigned, he raises his blade and advances on you. That's kind of, I don't know, what the right word would be. It's a little bit unfortunate. Oh. Oh. Okay. He seems to have a fair amount of action points. Oh. 1%? Wait, what? He parries the attack. So that is his parry chance, I guess? It couldn't be our hit chance. I hope. Maybe I should increase our defense. Or maybe our offense? Let's go with defense. And see how this works. Okay, we did hit. He is stunned. I don't know if that means that he's literally unable to move. Also, we can't shoot at point blank range. Nice. He attacked twice. He has lots of action points. That is scary. Can I not? Oh, there we go. Okay. At least we hit this time. Heal? Please hit. Okay. Okay, there we go. That could have been bad, but thankfully this was very doable. Let's see here. Huh. I guess this encounter was not worth as many experience points as I was hoping. But hey, we actually gained some chainmail. Some actual armor. Which does over-encumber our friend here, as expected. But it also does give her some armor. Value 5, yeah. Thanks but no thanks. Bronze short sword. Ooh. Gold ring. I mean, don't mind if I do. In fact, oh, that is the same, okay. I mean, I might as well give you guys swords. Although I'm probably going to just give them bows, actually. I don't really know if I ever want a melee weapon on them, really. It's just some extra weight that they don't need to be carrying, because they're never going to be... They're never gonna want to attack in melee. So I guess I'll just keep this around to sell. He's getting very close to being over-encumbered. He already is... oh, wait. Well, and a dagger is actually worth 20, which is surprising. Right. Okay, again, weight management. Yeah. Not looking forward to this in the slightest. But it's what it is. What can you do? Not play the game, I guess, and that's clearly not an option. Wait, what is this? Oh, another short sword, I was gonna say. Okay, wine is not heavy. Sword is only kinda heavy. More daggers. I really need to return to the fort and sell stuff. I mean, I guess if nothing else, the game, or you know, having to manage everyone's encumbrance, does mean that I'm going to make trips back to towns more regularly, and also, you know, heal that way. The small crude altar is the chieftain's personal shrine. It is surrounded by offerings. He has left coins, bones, carved crystals, trinkets, and other little gifts. He's probably making these sacrifices in return for a good fortune in battle. So far, this doesn't seem to be working out for him. Yeah, I mean, considering he recently passed away, I think that's pretty fair to say. More javelins. They're kind of heavy, but we're just at the limit now. Bracers. Protection 4%. Minus 5% chance to hit. Bulky item. Okay, these are 2 armor, but not bulky. Well, kinda have to do this. Encumbered at 90, so I guess we are encumbered right now, which is a shame, but oh well. Okay, guess I'll give this over. Now he's encumbered. Never mind. Alright, okay, anything else? More dried meats, more mushrooms. Another shield, actually. A wooden shield. Only worth 10. I guess I'm gonna pass. Oh. Wait. Are you hostile? You are. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. Another bronze short sword and a bronze spear. There it is. Well, I mean, obviously, we would have been in trouble if we didn't have one. If we hadn't already had one before this point, so there is that. Oh, bars of iron. Perfect. These are... Whoa, these are heavy. Oh no. I guess it makes sense. Okay. More stuff. Yep, you're over encumbered. Lovely crystal. Curing potion. Healing potion for you. Curing potion for you. Still not encumbered. Okay. 96. Okay, that works. Alright, okay, wait. Did I check this? I did not. Okay, still looking for for buttons. I've not seen any yet, or not noticed any yet. I feel like I want to maybe retreat to the fort first, because we're running out of room fast. I also wonder how much more there is to this lower level here. There might not be a whole lot more, for all I know. Maybe I'll continue just a little bit longer. Oh, there's another way up, leading to a different part of this level. As makes sense. There are only normal goblins here. Let them come, I say. And just a little bit more, and we'll be able to, you know, actually one-shot these guys. That would be convenient. Wait, aren't you coming? Oh, nice. Or we can just get a good damage roll. Oh, hello. What? No, that's fine. Oh. Right, pathing is still gonna be a thing, it looks like. Goblin Chief. No, not Chief. Yes, Chief. Okay, Okay, he doesn't seem so bad, though. Come on. Nice. Oh, hey, and... wait, who leveled up? Oh, multiple people. It just does not show anything. Okay. Yeah, you're not there yet. You're almost there, and you both are very, very close in terms of experience. But obviously, there are still slight, or... yeah, there are still slight variances in experience gain. For whatever reason. 5 points? Wait. Oh, he might have had a point left over. So it's only 5 points per level, huh? That's really not a whole lot. So that means that raising base stats is gonna be quite a thing. Huh. As well as training in main skills. So it looks like we're not going to be leveling up on every, or you know, we're not going to raise a skill on every level up necessarily, because for example in this case it looks like I'm probably going to save the points until the next level. Huh. Because I mean, I do want more mage spells, obviously. I do want more intelligence. Yeah, I guess I'll save points in that case. I was really expecting the game to be a bit more generous with points, but, well, again, it is what it is. Huh. $49. So you're basically full, you're basically full, you're pretty much full. She has a little bit more room. Didn't I just say that I wanted to not continue? I'm pretty sure I did say just that. Just wanted to quickly look around down here. Oh, there is another trap. Okay. Again, I did not pay attention to our experience levels, so I'll probably never know. Autosave, okay. First time I noticed that. Every child in Avernum learns early on what the wisps of web hanging from the wall ahead mean. Giant spiders are ahead. Oh no. Avernum's larger source of spiders are fast-moving, tough, and invariably hungry. You silently curse the nameless wizard whose experiments unleashed these monsters on the world. If you continue down this passage, you may end up in a fight. Thanks for the warning. Is it going to be a tough fight, though? Only one way to find out. We did regain our spell points on leveling up. It's good to know. There is... oh, never mind. There are multiple giant spiders. That being said, Can you shoot from here? No. Okay. They act relatively quickly, but... Well, that one did not come at all. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, because only 2 enemies can attack us from here. I wonder if I should just do this, because we are going to return to the fort. Nice, okay. Dirk leveled up. That was successful. Fireball, okay. You can probably wait. There we go. I guess these spiders aren't necessarily that bad, and you should be very close, yes. Hello. That is not enough. I really need to find out exactly how many skill points you need to have left over to attack. Or do anything. Like, for example, now we have 6. Let's see if we can still attack with 5. We can. Okay. Well. That's probably a thing that the game would tell me. Wait. Oh. That's a couple coins. Right. And there doesn't seem to be anything... Oh, never mind. There's a lot of loot. Including a pair of pants for you. Okay, good. A bronze spear. So both worth 20. I guess we can get rid of this and pick this up instead. Oh. Well, I mean, I guess technically being over encumbered isn't so bad if we're not going to fight. Right? So long as we can still move. Should be able to haul all this stuff with me. Oh, he starts with only 2 AP. Yeah. Okay. What? Oh, he does not have... Okay. Good to know that... Yeah, actually that makes perfect sense. Because I had noted before that you can't even attack if you don't have a certain amount of action points. So being over encumbered to a certain extent is really bad. Fair enough. How much more is there to this map? Wow, it just continues to the next one. Now entering Goblin Fen. You know what? Okay, this is Goblin Fen also. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely want to turn around now. This is fascinating. This is very different from the remakes. And did we get healed? No, we did not get healed upon entering the town level here. Maybe we have to actually exit through the gates if we want to get healed. Do we need to get healed though? I mean, not really. Right, you did not yet level up. You gained... Well, we'll know for sure, but he has 0 points now. I'm pretty sure that he actually had 1 point left over, so it's almost definitely 5 skill points per level. Which again is really not a lot. That being said, I could increase his tool use. I mean, what am I going to increase for him? I guess I could increase everything important except for dexterity. I could increase his bows a bit more to further help with its damage, or I could go with utility. I mean, honestly, bows cost 5, so if I do this, it still costs 5. I was gonna say if it costs 6 on the next level up, then I would still be able to afford it because I had the extra point. Never mind. I don't know, maybe tool use, because I really like being able to open things that I come across. So, yeah, let's go with that. This damage is fine, I suppose. It's definitely nowhere near the damage that Mike does with a spear. But that's not too surprising. And we'll see how that develops over the course of the game. I guess I'm gonna sell things, yes. I very much need to sell lots of things. This and this. Both of those. Actually, how much do you get? I guess it tells you there. Value 80 for 40. Is that actually how much I get? How much I get? Damn it, I was not looking at the right thing. Okay, so we have a shield that is value 10, and we gain 2. So 20% of the value, is that it? Yeah, it actually does show you how much you get. That's crazy. So that must be for... I can only assume that 17? Yeah, that seems about right. 17 times 5. Well, not exactly. So I guess it's not exactly 20%. It's more. Here's 25%. How does this work? Also, bags of meal. I mean, they're kind of heavy though. Yeah, they're really heavy. Otherwise, I would just keep them around in case there is a quest for them. But you know, again, 7 of them, 252. Yeah, 17 for that whole stack. That's not a whole lot. Well, I mean, now that I know that, I guess I know that it's really hardly worth even taking daggers, even though they say that they're worth 20. Swords that are worth 40, maybe? But robes and stuff, things that are worth only 10 coins, definitely not worth taking. Right. I can sell this, don't worry. What do you have again? More bows. We have 400 coins. I could buy bows for these guys and maybe give them a point of bow use each. I don't know how much that really helps, but maybe I could do that. Maybe I should upgrade spells first. And I should also go ahead and sell the iron to the smith. Ah, I have some iron for it. So he collects the bars and pays you 20 coins for each one. Nice. Okay, that's a lot better than what you would otherwise get. Very good. And yeah, I mean, I guess the helmet isn't very expensive. 3% armor, another minus 5% to hit chance. I need to be a little bit worried about that. On the other hand, while Mike deals a lot of damage with the spear, it would also be useful. He would also be pretty useful if I could make him as tanky, as well protected as possible, even if it means that his hit chance takes him a massive hit, at least in the early game. But he could just be standing there absorbing hits, basically, just not taking much damage or even dodging some of them. That might not be a bad idea. That being said, 3% armor versus whatever his current leather helm has doesn't really feel like it's worth it, so maybe not. Buttons, what are they? What do they do? 1% protection. I mean, okay. You know what? I'm gonna take the heaviest armor I can get. Whatever. What the heck? Right. And everyone else just gets some leather for the time being. A towel. Useful. Or so they say. Actually, we also did solve the quest, right? I found a tunnel the goblins could use to sneak in. Actually, we know pretty much for sure that they did use it to sneak in. I also killed the goblin leader, but let's start small. I found a tunnel. Nice. Someone leveled up. I guess, well, that must have been Mike. He slaps his forehead. Of course! That old storeroom. It was sealed off, but the goblins must have burrowed a tunnel through. Curse me for not thinking of it sooner. I won't seal it off myself, of course. Now I can set up a nice ambush for the little monsters. But that is not the end of it, of course. Now I can send you out to do the creature some real damage. Like, you know, killing the leader. Been there, done that. Captain Matos looked surprised and, for a sliver of a moment, impressed. Good. That covers a lot of what I wanted from you. Well done. I suppose in return I should outfit you a little better. That's what I was told, anyway. There is a special storeroom downstairs. I'll have it unlocked for you. I think some of the stuff inside will be helpful. There's one more thing I need you to do for me right now. I've been hearing some ugly rumors, and I need them cleared up. What is my next mission? The nearest large outpost to here is Fort Draco. It's a day's journey to the east. It's a much bigger and nicer fort than this one. They got proper equipment, that's for sure. I've been hearing some ugly rumors. Mysterious attacks. Problems with boats. Problems with boats, okay. Boats disappearing, maybe? That kind of problem? I want you to travel to Fort Draco, speak with someone, and find out what's really going on, and tell me. Nobody else has gone to the trouble of keeping me informed. Okay. Fair enough. Storeroom downstairs, though. Was there a door I couldn't open before? Where could that storeroom be that he's talking about? Oh, wait. It wouldn't be this one. Would it? Was that locked? It might have been locked. Damn it. But wait. Oh, maybe this chest... This chest killed us before, right? Man, my memory sucks. I know we've been there only a second ago, but... Well, I mean, not a second, but mere minutes ago. Where was that? Through here? Ah, yes. Fiery wand, okay. And a shield ring. Well, there you go. More protection for almost no weight. And no encumbrance, or no hit penalty. Fiery wand, bolt of fire. I mean, yeah. Might definitely come in handy in the early game where spell points are a bit of a limiting factor. And for all I know, they might stay a more limiting factor in this game than they used to be. Right, so quest-wise, the shipments for Apollo, metal for Dolly, that's right. Oh, did I know that we had this as a quest? I'm not sure, but we do. Inspect scrolls. Oh, also I totally did not see that message that we actually got a quest about this, so I didn't not have to necessarily take a handwritten note about this, but that's okay. For Draco route, for Oliver, right. Philip's ring, down in Grindstone, also Grindstone. Bad bits somewhere in the caves to the south, okay. And the undead infestation also in the towns to the south of here. Alright, fair enough. So we basically have two different directions that we're supposed to go. Either south or over to Fort Draco. I'm tempted to stay on this side of the river, maybe, well, in between these two rivers, I guess. And make my way down towards Grindstone next. But of course we still have quite a bit of goblin tunnels to explore, because there is, well, there definitely seems to be a lot more to do. I wanted to buy some spells, didn't I? Why don't I do that and then call it an episode here? I looked at these scrolls, they don't make any sense to me. I'm not surprised. A mess, aren't they? If only we could know what language it was. That would be a great start. Now that I think of it, I have heard that there is a sage in Formello, east of here. Oh, that specializes in dead languages. Lark hands you a piece of paper. It's a copy of one of the scrolls. Take this and see what you learn. If the scrolls are valuable, I'll share the knowledge with you. Okay, cool. So this is more than just an opportunity to maybe gain a skill. It's an actual quest. Cool. So I'd like to learn some spells. Namely, I would like to, I guess, improve days? Haste is really expensive. It's probably also really good. It's unfortunate that it's only a single target, but... That would be a lot of my money right now. I'm tempted to go ahead and improve spray acid because it's relatively cheap. Yeah, I'll do that. Call Beast. Yeah. I should probably give that a try and see how useful it is in this game. just having an extra target for enemies to attack is definitely going to be very handy. Because as we have seen, having multiple enemies concentrate on our warrior at this point in the game is can be pretty rough. So yes, let's improve with our healing, even though we shouldn't really need that for now, but and improve both the blessings, and yeah, that brings us down to almost no money, but that's cool. I guess I should probably also leave town, and oh, leaving town actually restored our points. Interesting. You step out of the relatively safe confines of Fort Monastery into the wilds of Avernum. You can see fairly well. Early in the history of Avernum, ingenious wizards created a fungus that glows with a soft green light. It spread with help to the ceilings and walls of every cavern in this land. Much of the flora of Avernum was similarly created. The strange cavewood trees, the puffy edible mushrooms, the huge lizards that serve both as beasts of burden and sources of protein. Where to go from here? To the south are goblin lands, where you can fight to clear out some of the pests, hopefully gaining some treasure as you do. Oh yeah, for sure. And much more, or almost as importantly, at least as importantly, experience. To the east is Fort Draco, the largest nearby settlement. The choice is yours. Your adventure is just beginning. What an adventure it's gonna be. Passing through the Fort Monastery gates. Okay, so in either direction, I guess. Heals my wounds. That's convenient enough. Also... oh, right. The map ends... wait. Oh. Oh. So... there is no overworld, huh? There's just this. More maps. That is... I did not see that coming. Although I guess after what we saw happening with the indoors maps, I maybe should have guessed. Well, that's interesting. I mean, does it really change anything? I guess not really. Not necessarily. It's gonna feel quite different and unusual, but I guess I'll get used to it. Well, that's interesting. I'm not entirely sure yet what to think about that, but we'll see. You approach the bridge east of Fort Monastery. I mean, I wasn't really planning to, but I guess that's what we did. It's quite familiar to you. You already crossed it once, on the way to the fort. Lots of merchant caravans have stopped here on the way to Fort Monastery and back. Their trash, abandoned campsites, and broken gear litters the ground along the road. The bridge is not empty. Several Nephilim sentries guard it. Nephilim are feline humanoids. I mean, we know what a Nephil is. But... fierce and tribal, the Empire mostly eradicated them from the surface. The survivors are all down in Avernum. Most of them are on good terms with the humans now, after years of fighting and strife. Some, however, are still hostile. If rumors are to be believed, the Nephilim in this area are in the second category. You start to get nervous. Perhaps you aren't experienced enough to be heading east yet. Perhaps you should spend more time honing your skills by hunting the goblins to the south first. Okay, so that's actually what the game suggests, and good to know, because that, as I said, was also my initial plan. Alright, okay. Well, let's head back indoors then, for the time being. And we're going to go back underground and explore around there a bit more. Yeah, and for the time being, I thank you very much for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.